Good evening, world. So after yesterday's number of mishaps in trying to painfully figure my way through all of the software and tech, I've feel we got there in the end. Put together a little bit of a package. Hopefully sound levels are good. Stable as stream. Stream stable. And now I can actually just focus on enjoying a bit of the game with you. So that's the plan. I've been messing around with some thumbnails and stuff today. Like I say, prettify it later on. But now I can just focus on just playing what the algorithm wants to give me. So today's focus is once again just gonna move through the late game content, check out what rain generation the Purple Systems have got going on. I'm quite keen to continue seeing what's new, what it can come up with. And the last few days I've actually been kind of keeping away from Purple Systems, so in the newer starting systems for new players, the orange stars have been looking for some Paradise bases, which has kept me out of kind of the newer stuff really. I had a couple of days on it looking at Gas Giants and some of the more casual planets, been on some water worlds. But yeah, kind of been pulled away. Been playing on my Switch actually quite a lot as well. And been pleasantly surprised with how much I'm enjoying it. How well it runs. I think since the Worlds Part 1 update, the graphical increase it's had since for the AMD upscaling has definitely made it rather playable. Much easier to look at. So I've been moving back through really just to see what the new player experience is like. I think when you get to certainly when you get towards the latter end of the game, you kind of forget what that early grind is like unless you're regularly starting from scratch. I mean, sometimes the expeditions give us that opportunity, but now we can we can take our main saves in, give ourselves gifts, and I think the reward system of the expeditions obviously help that progression much quicker along. And it's not so helpful just kind of starting. Not so efficient, I would say. Not so streamlined. Unless you really love survival games, I think you can kind of tolerate the beginning, but again, like I've said before, I think what I've seen so many times happen with new players who aren't necessarily big gamers or certainly don't play a lot of survival games, kind of get a little bit out of their depth in this game and feel like I guess all the systems are kind of shouting at them. It feels like a lot to remember really, and a big material grind. So that's why I've been in the orange systems, and I've been looking to be building kind of like a starter base for someone I'm looking to get into the game. But we can continue our impersonal quest now of seeing what beautiful things this game generates. So that looks like a water world. blighted, obsidian, corrosive. I don't want to overlook any of the planet types, planet biomes. I've definitely had a tendency in the past to kind of generally look over what biomes there are and turn my nose up and go, nah. Especially like the toxic worlds, the radiation worlds. They do feel like they get quite predictable, certainly in their flora and colour scheme, colour palette. But with the terrain update, I'm hoping it's brought some life back into these. So we will see. Check that out down there. Like a nice cave opening. So I want to do a couple of things, I think, when checking out these purple system planets. One, obviously get up and close and personal so the system can really generate what's around you. Sometimes I think you don't get always a fair representation from just flying over how pretty things are on the ground. I want to get up close and personal. I've not seen these before, these trees. These big flowers. I also want to check out cave systems. I've seen the terrain generation in caves. They can look much bigger. I've seen some cool photos in Reddit for base or potential base build locations because of the new ambient kind of glow these cave systems often give off now. So I'm very keen to also immerse myself in them, because certainly a base build in something like this, quite a vast one, would be that'd be rather cozy. Sometimes it's this mix here of the grass, and if the fauna gets inside as well, it often looks rather pretty. Now the dissonant crystals often ruin a bit of a vista for me personally, but that is the vibe. They are meant to be corrupted planets, so you can take that as it is, I guess. Trying to be a little bit smoother on the camera work today. I notice when I'm in first person, I'm used to throwing that mouse about, and it doesn't look so bad when you're playing in third person here, jumping around and moving the mouse quickly. It's a bit easier on the eyes, I think, but when you're in first person it's quite noticeable. So I'm going to jump between the two, get nice and close and personal when it feels appropriate. So we'll check out some of the cave systems. We'll check out a few locations on planet, just to give the train generation a chance. Because there can be a lot of variety in it now. We'll get some distance. Oh. Well, I'll take that as a sign as I'm meant to land. Saw yesterday, quite late in the evening, I think the new hotfix released, certainly for PC. Looking on X, it looks like that's come to a few different consoles as well. There's more bug fixing going on. One thing that I have been experiencing issues with on the Switch since the update, I don't believe it's had any of the hotfixes yet, but it's actually placing base parts down and vehicles. I was having a few issues with that, but I remember having a few issues with that on this PC version, which looks like the hotfixes have corrected. That's a cool backdrop in the shadows there. Check out what's on the top of there. Ooh, ship. Not free to a good home though. He owns it. Alright, what do you need, my friend? A little bit of fuel. Yeah. I've got some of that for you, mate. Oh. Oh. Go into a cave. Very nice. I would recommend, just in case you haven't, to automatically turn off your torch. Or turn the auto torch off, sorry. Just so you can fully experience the new lighting system. Definitely has its perks, making things a little bit darker in the game now. Just because of how, like, the natural light around you can really make a difference. Looks like it opens up quite significantly down here. Oh, what a sight. Wow. Ah, yes. And it's got the drops as well. That's what I'm talking about. That is so nice. To get that on picture mode. Wow. I'll grab that. What does that look like? Sometimes you just got to try and get over a bit of a nebula. There you go, poking through. Lovely. Would quite like to just have that rolling though, you know. Just take a moment to appreciate that. I think that's one of my favourite ambient things about the cave systems is when this kind of like rain droplet comes out, and the sound design in here. Just take that out for a sec. Just appreciate the full ambience. So peaceful. Till she pipes up. Thank you. Thanks for getting involved there. Wow, just look at this place. Turn the HUD elements off, I think. Display. Can I turn the HUD off? Camera? Maybe not. Accessibility? There we go. Scale. Oh no, we don't want to turn the scale off. I don't know if we can actually turn it off. Oh, no, I'm just being a fool. Are you coming up here then, boy? There we go. Speaking to me, cat. He's often speaking to me when I'm not paying attention. Hello, mate. You alright? I've actually left him some meditative music playing, but he clearly wants to be a little bit closer. Ain't that lovely? That's some ASMR stuff right there. That's good. At least if I start getting wrecked, I can still see my quick bar. Gentle rain is just so relaxing. Hey, that's my bad.
Toxic protection falling.
Chuck one of them back on, I should be right. I have to say, quite like that tree. It's a quite nice design, that. Whatever this is. What is that? Can't even scan it. Get in it though. That looks like something out of the Lion King. I don't think that's actually connected. We're gonna have to go check it out. Oh, I like that guy. Why don't we take an alternative route over there? I got gifted this bad boy. In the Nexus. And he's huge. Now you can't get these normally in game. Someone has. I believe he used a saved editor to make that happen. But he's quite rapid as well. Oh, usually these ones don't go this low to the ground, which is why you can't catch them. They're usually quite high up in the air. But I'm hoping, because I've seen a number of times like people sharing eagle eggs and other flying beasts, that they will just come into game. Like we will at some point be able to get them. Because they're awesome. They're a great way to get around. Much more scenic. Whoa. Yeah. Get up out on the cliff edge here. see what this looks like for a photo op. Simba. Wasn't fast enough. Go. Blending in. See if the planet's got any water. See what's going on under there. Can't remember from my approach whether it did or not. These don't always, do they? What am I on? I'm on the fungal one. Am I? I've got my HUD turned off, haven't I? I might be on this one actually. Yeah, dissonance. And that doesn't look like it has water. Okay. We will move on then. I'm just going to have to go in a little bit blind with the HUD turned off. But I'm sick of those pop-ups. You're trying to get that full immersion. Now these volcanic it's not the same. That's a shame, isn't it? Oh, no, we've got it. I always feel like with these, these volcanic ones, I've kind of seen them, and then immediately as I come down, I see this absolute beauty. I'd say these feel, for me currently, the least variable. Like, I think what really does it for me are those rocks. Is there a worm on here? Or is it that's the volcano? So the volcanoes all have the same model. Sometimes maybe a little bit of a different colour. But these, like on all of them, I think. I've never not seen them. And then the treetops just slightly burning. Again with slightly different colours, but that feels like it's it for this train generation. Not train generation, sorry, the assets that are used in this biome. taking some type of damage.
Recharge. Technology recharge.
Was it this dude? No. Big crab man. And my trusty old favourite. Worst. The worst. They're a blight on humanity. Nope. Just ambiently getting near the fire. Little campfire. We'll have that. Well, yeah, these. I just have zero desire to explore these. I'm sure I'm not alone in that, but there's nothing on here that grabs my attention. And in terms of accuracy, universal accuracy, if you like, we need them for variation, for inhospitable planets. You know, they exist, they're a thing. But yeah, I feel like in terms of gameplay wise, they've not received a lot of love, that's for sure. I can only hope I am travelling in the right direction towards something, not the planet I just came from. Sea. Now that's something that really is cool. Just how this ocean looks in storms. What is that? That looks so cool. I can only imagine I probably am on a extreme world here with the lightning. So my toxic protection is probably falling rapidly. Yeah, of course. Build that back up. Whoa! That range looks insane. Wow. It's like I want to get some of that magic, you know. What is that? So cool. I feel like I'm done there though. There's more to be had there. Wait for it. There we go. Oh, ship's kind of in the way. Oh. Little tinker. Let's go check the ocean out. I believe that's the glass, isn't it? I think that's sea glass down there. Oh god, my inventory's so full. Should sort that out. Do I have some with me? I'm sure I do. Or did I sell it? Can't remember what it looks like, so I guess that says that sea glass isn't specifically native to water worlds. If you shoot it, or do you pick it up? That's it, you pick it up, don't you? I must have some on me then. It's there into sea glass. It would make for a pretty light feature along with these little glowy rocks. It'd be awesome in a base. That's one thing I'd like to find actually is it's an underwater cabin. being mesmerised here by the colour. There's so much going on down here. It's a full-on light show, isn't it, really? I'm taking damage.
Technology recharge.
We're good. Better put one of them in as well.
Recharge.
It's like a full-on light show in these deep oceans. I think that's one thing that I've noticed in these water biomes is they're not. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love all this colour, but I don't think I've actually seen like just a dead one, you know, without the lights. So that'd be cool to find if that is the case. But I think every single one of them I've been down, I've seen a lot of these things. And a lot of these effects have definitely repeated. See if we can find a cave somewhere. They're awesome. Forgot aggressive sentinels here. To third. I appreciate all that jolting around in first person. It's not all that nice to watch. You on me, boy. Oh. This is what we're after. Whoa! Nice. Just in time by the looks of it. Wow. Wow, they look so vast. And caves have to be absolutely some of my favourite biome. I think probably my current order of things. So that jungle biomes are currently my number one, I think. But then just caves. All caves are just a solid second after this. With this terrain generation, I've never seen a cave anything like this. This is crazy. Storm Crystal.
Technology recharge.
So I came in. So we'll go further in. Ah, so cool. You never know with them. They're going to take you on a little journey. That's it. That's something I found even in the older terrain. Is that sometimes there would be like some really pretty underwater cave systems. The ceiling's so big. I think that's the awesome thing about this terrain. Like the ceilings were never this big, and now the ceilings are huge. Is that? I have to apologise for this music. I am not a big fan of the dub dub wub wubs. So, that one's got to go. I'm using a playlist from my favourite record label, Anjuna. And they have some streamer-friendly songs. But the thing is with Anjuna, it can be a little bit multifaceted, like as a multi-brand, as a music brand, sorry, music label. Got a little bit of trance in there. They've got a little bit of atmospheric, some melodic house and deep. And that's the stuff I really like. The Anjuna Deep side in particular is absolutely what I'm about these days. And it can make for some gorgeous listening. But then occasionally there'll just be some absolute rotten mess. Just that gets released alongside it. Like, where's that come from? Oh yeah. Aggressive. I think that's something that's will never get old. Is the reflections. Whoa. We've got to keep in the rain. in. Do we want the rain? Do we want no rain? Maybe no rain. Wow. What's the best way to frame that shot? Don't know how to do it the opposite way around. I'll mess about with that. Oh no, I think I've got it there, haven't I? It's blurry at the front. Gorgeous. Proving more difficult than I anticipated. Just land it on the sea, mate. It's so piercing. Have I been on that? I don't know. Guesswork, isn't it? That was something else I saw in the fixes. Was apparently it has changed the water not appearing correctly from planet view. It was appearing too dark. Get out of there. We're gonna have to turn it back on, aren't we? It'd be nice to hotkey that. Right, so what is it? Bungle just been to. Waterlocked. Torrid. To be fair, I could have been on the other one. We'll go to the Water World though. No, every time I've gone on one of these, I haven't actually found any land, so this is the first time I've seen one with a bit of land. Maybe I've just been very lucky in where I've entered the atmosphere. Stillness. Like glass. Pretty sure this is a water world. Nope. I wonder what would happen there.
Technology recharge.
That makes sense, doesn't it? Seems a little bit too shallow for a water world, however, it has the lithium, so it's suggesting as if it is one. Oh, here we go. Still fairly shallow. Gradually getting a little bit deeper. Suddenly like finding pockets of depth.
Fuel required.
I'm curious to see if this goes as deep as the rest of them I've been to, because the ones I've been on have been like 1400 U depth.
Fuel required.
Like I said, I've always landed on one that there's no land in sight at all. So I can't believe how calm it is as well. It's probably the calmest water world I've been on. We'll get away from this land.
Warning. Threat detected.
Is that land there? Sure. fairly close to. Alright. Significantly further away from land, cannot see any. Let's see if this Dewan. Needs fuel, doesn't it? Oh. Oh, this is embarrassing. Do I not have? Yeah, I'm blind. Alright, I best go on foot then, haven't I? It's not quite 1,000 U. And I wonder if that's just because it's got land. So it, get rid of this deep water problem that I've got going on. Yeah, I wonder if just because it's got land, whether it can't generate that same depth. Oh. Oh. Can't catch me, son. Suckers.
Technology recharge.
See ya. It looks quite hard to pilot. They, ooh, a little bit deeper. 500 U. Yeah, it's not anything drastically deeper. I think the other thing as well, again, these fauna bits seem to be on all seafloor now. But again, with the wildlife, like, not threatening.
Technology recharge.
interested in attacking you.
Thermal protection falling.
Which is a shame. Any deep sea danger? Doesn't appear so. There's the lithium down here. Yeah, that's all. I can't see why lithium wouldn't be generating at this depth. If everything else is. Oh. Yeah.
Thermal protection falling.
Pretty, but not a lot of diversity, I don't think. Or gameplay opportunity. But cool. Definitely a cool addition. A lot of people said that they've kind of like added Subnautica with this update, which is a slight exaggeration. I mean, it's certainly a move in the right direction for it, but it's not. It's just a bigger fish tank. But like the terrain in even in Subnautica, it's got like other little tight caves and cabins and stuff to dive into, and that is just open plan depth. But hopefully we will get there with that. I would like to see that fully realised.
Warning. Threat detected.
Well, we may as well go check out a gas giant. I haven't been to one of those in a little while, so it'd be good to see. Be good to see another one. Nope. 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 Oh my god. Where are they? That's blue. Like purple, mate. Am I blind? Am I blind? Where are the purple stars? There's one. They are a little bit tricky to see. Where's the gas giant? There we go. it's a melon. Let's go check out the melon then, shall we? Let's get a slice of that. Well, that wasn't green. But by God, is it pretty. That effect is so cool. Let's go check it out. Good. I mean, that is cool. That feels really sinister. Just into a cave full of thick fog and can't see in front of you. Well, that was a cool... That's a cool atmospheric. No. Bit stuck. Let me out. Oh dear. Right. Okay. wait for the recharge. Oh, it's the gravity, isn't it? I forgot there's gravity on this planet. It's insane. That's what's getting in the way there. Let's get a bit of a drive on. See if we can come across any caves. Seems to be a lot going on, does there? Whoa. So again, they're all very pretty to look at. And I'm pretty sure there isn't meant to be... I'm pretty sure there probably isn't a lot going on Gas Giants anyway, you know, in terms of things to do. But again... not much gameplay. This feels, out of all the ones that I've been on, this feels the same. They all feel the same. I guess you could argue about that about all the biomes, but I would say maybe the biomes have a little bit more life in them. Other biomes have that touch more variety. But because these are effectively just rock, doesn't give a lot to play with. And the colours, I've got a feeling that the colours that I've seen, they've all been this kind of greeny, yellowy colour. There doesn't seem to be any variation in that. But I do like the atmospheric in the cave system. That fog is rather creepy.
Extreme temperature detected.
I keep expecting just to be able to jump out of that. Ooh, that's a pretty blue. Wow. If it's one thing that you can at least count on, it's the pretty vistas. I've kind of twisted myself up that much. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. We'll have that. I think that will probably conclude for this evening. I am just curiously kind of moving through these purple systems just to see what new wonders and beauty that they bring to the engine. And currently it's just a lot of pretty colour. I'd have to say where I'm most impressed is with the mountains. Like earlier, that shot with the mountains and the water was silly. It was just silly good. A lot to see. A lot of pretty things to see. A lot of pretty colours to see. Doesn't necessarily feel like there's a lot to do. Even the end game mission, I guess, to get here, it felt like it was over quickly. You know, as an end game character, if you like, what it was asking you to do isn't particularly challenging. You know, in terms of acquiring the resource, you're likely to have it on hand. So the only thing that obviously required a bit of grind was using the newer resources, but again, that can happen fairly quickly. You know, all that was required there was one gas giant, one water planet, and then you're off. You know, I haven't built farms on these planets yet. That is something that I will do when it makes sense, but right now it doesn't really make sense to. So I'm probably going to come back to these purple systems next on the expedition. So I think that's due to come on Wednesday. And maybe in the expedition in itself, it might introduce some new gameplay things that we're yet to experience, because I appreciate the expedition was meant to be on by now, so we are delayed in starting it. So maybe there's some magic there that's been gatekept by the expedition itself. So that's when I'll probably next look to do some streaming with intention. I may jump on between now and then to do some other little bits, other little projects that I want to do in my saves. But I think that might be the next bit of